Welcome to our Swampcast, live from Razorback Field, where Florida defeats Arkansas 38-7. Pat, Dooley, and Robbie. Andrew, Robbie, when I got up Friday morning, been kind of discombobulated all week. I forgot Florida was playing Arkansas, and I wore red, so I've been catching hell.
Homer.
Yeah, I know.
Arkansas Homer here.
I think people were looking at me like, hey, some guy even in the stands goes, Dooley, what's with the red shirt? Forgot, sorry, man.
Well, you didn't have a hog on it or anything,
No,
just
I
a golfer.
PGA Tour.
Hogs don't play golf.
No, they don't. Not that I know of.
Not the ones we saw in that cage coming to the game today.
Well, you can't put lipstick on a pig, Robbie, and you couldn't put lipstick on this Arkansas team. They weren't very good. They played hard. I like their little tailback, but in the end, Florida just too good for them.
Yeah, and you know, to me, Pat, Florida had one of the worst quarters I've ever seen. 7 penalties, 65
We said that last
yards.
week.
Yeah, but this one I think was worse. And somehow they led 14-0 at the half, and then the third quarter we got to 17-7 again, which is where we were last week. There's a turnover, but this turnover kind of turned the game back in Florida's direction somehow.
Yeah, because Tim Tebow was perfect after that, and of course they had the two big runs. Again, the Gators at times offensively, I still don't get. Chris Rainey up the middle on 3rd and 1.
No, I don't
They did it
either.
last week. They did it twice this week, and but all 3 times it has not worked. So guess what?
You know what is a good play though? Jeff Demps on 1st and 30.
Yes.
From the 36, going 36 yards for a touchdown. And to me, Demps, Rainey, they got more guys involved in the offense, which I think is a good sign for the future. And then the way Tebow closed out this game, I think it's something that has created a little momentum for him and the offense. We'll see.
He was obviously frustrated, and you know, one thing, Robbie, not too many teams, not too many schools out there can have a 36-yard touchdown run to cap a 16-yard drive.
Yeah, that's hard to do. Very hard to do.
But they managed to do it. You saw the speed of Demps and Rainey.
Yeah.
And you got to figure a way to get those guys involved and out and in space.
In space, yeah.
And what happened this game, they were forced to do it because of the injuries to Keyston Moore.
Pulled hamstring, by the way.
Yeah, pulled hamstring, and to, of course, Emmanuel Moody from last week. So you had to get them involved, and it worked. Everything went pretty well. They did get, though, Carl Moore early in the game, got a pass to him. Brandon James obviously was very involved in the game. Brandon James was kind of your player of the game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He did so many things. He made the fake punt run for a first down that was huge, and he recovered the muff punt. He made the tackle on Tebow's interception. So he did a lot of
touchdown.
He did a lot of good things. Yeah. So he's a quiet MVP, I would say.
Well, you don't usually hear about must wins for the Florida Gators this early in the season, but this was one. They had to get this game. They had to find a way to win it, and then it's on to LSU.
Yeah.
And, get the taste of losing out of your mouth.
Yeah. To me, though, Pat, the most disturbing thing, even more than the penalties, was the fact the defense is looking more and more like a year ago. They're giving up all kinds of plays. They're not getting off the field. Teams that throw the ball are having success again.
Well, they kept hitting with the crossing pattern. And Robbie,
they never adjust.
In the press box, we were saying crossing pattern. There was a 3rd and 6. I go, they're going to run a crossing pattern. They did. They got the first down, and you could tell Urban wasn't real happy with that.
And no real pass rush again up the middle, which is giving them time to run the crossing routes and have the success. So.
It is, and as you can tell, they're mowing and cleaning the field here, but we have not gotten that as much as we did last year. It seemed like last year was every week.
Yeah. So now we have to clean up our act.
Yes. Go upstairs and write columns. You could read my column, Robbie's stories, our sidebars, all the good stuff we give you at Gatorsports.com. We hope you have enjoyed this. We'll be back with our next Swampcast previewing the game between Florida and the LSU Tigers. Until then, Pat Dooley, Robbie Andreu saying so long from Fayetteville, Arkansas.